All right, so we all think we know what rest is, right? It's putting your feet up, zoning out on the couch, basically doing nothing. But what if our entire understanding of rest is, well, completely backward? We're going to dive into this because what's really happening when we rest is one of the most active and most important processes your body ever performs.
So let's just start with that big question right there. Is rest simply the absence of effort? Is it just stopping? I mean, it seems so obvious, doesn't it? But as you're about to see, the biology tells a totally different story.
The truth is, rest is the polar opposite of doing nothing. It's this incredibly active state of renewal. It's a highly sophisticated biological program that's designed to clean, repair, and literally reorganize you from the inside out. And to really get our heads around this, we have to start by looking at the cost of simply being awake.
Yeah, that's right. Every single moment that you're awake, your body is accumulating a kind of biological debt. It's the hidden price we all pay for just living, thinking, and moving through our day.
Now, the scientific term for this is physiological entropy. And what's so cool about this concept is how it frames the problem. Think of it like this. It's all the functional noise and clutter that builds up inside you. Stuff like metabolic waste from making energy, a little bit of inflammation from daily stress, and this fatigue that builds up in your brain circuits.
And listen, this isn't just from running a marathon or pulling an all-nighter. No way. Every single thing you do, from solving a tricky problem at work, to digesting your lunch, to even just feeling an emotion, every little bit contributes to this buildup of entropy. It's just an unavoidable part of being alive. So the real question is, how do we get rid of it? Well, this brings us to the active solution, rest, and especially sleep. See, it's not a pause button, it's your body's most powerful built-in antidote to all that biological clutter that piles up during the day.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. Our waking life is what we call catabolic. It breaks things down. We're consuming energy, we're doing things, and in the process, we build up that entropy. Sleep, on the other hand, is anabolic. It's all about building up, about rebuilding our potential and actively clearing out all the junk from the day.
So what is this active work exactly? Well, while you're sleeping, your body is performing some serious thermodynamic hygiene. It's neutralizing these damaging molecules, it's breaking down toxic proteins before they can cause trouble, and it's literally pruning and rebalancing the connections in your brain to keep you sharp. On top of all that, it hits the reset button on critical hormones like cortisol and melatonin. This is not passive. This is high-level biological maintenance.
And a key player in all of this is a molecule called adenosine. You know that feeling of sleep pressure that builds and builds the longer you're awake? That's adenosine. Think of it like fog slowly building up on a windshield. Deep rest is the only thing that really wipes that fog away, giving you that clarity and sharpness for the next day.
But here's the really cool part. Sleep isn't just one big, monolithic state. Oh no. It's more like a highly specialized cleanup crew, with different teams that show up at different times to do very specific jobs. Let's meet the two main specialists, shall we? First up, you've got the deep cleaners. This is your non-REM, or slow-wave sleep. This team really dominates the first half of the night, and their job is all about deep physical restoration. They're the ones who flush all that metabolic waste from your brain, they repair your muscle tissues, they release a surge of growth hormone, and they fine-tune your immune system. This is the heavy lifting of physical renewal, right here.
Then, following them are the mental reorganizers. You know this as REM sleep. This phase gets more and more prominent as you get closer to morning. And this team, their focus is all on your mind. They process the day's emotional roller coaster, they consolidate your memories so you can actually learn new things, and they clear out all the psychological noise, helping you wake up feeling mentally and emotionally clear. You absolutely need both teams to get a full restoration.
Okay, but here's where it gets even more interesting. Renewal isn't just something that happens when you're unconscious. Recovery is a continuous practice that we can, and we absolutely should, weave throughout our entire day.
Let's just look at a few powerful ways to do this during the day. A simple mindful pause, just a few deep breaths, can lower your stress hormones and give you a bit of mental clarity. A short 10 to 20 minute nap, perfect for clearing some of that adenosine we talked about and boosting your alertness. A full 90-minute nap actually lets you get through a whole sleep cycle, which is amazing for memory. And even something we call active recovery, like just a gentle walk, can help clear out metabolic byproducts.
And you know, this whole concept of recovery even extends to spiritual practices. Things like prayer,
meditation, or just taking a moment for some quiet reflection, these aren't just for your spirit. They have real, measurable physiological benefits. They actually reduce that psychological entropy and support your body's own healing rhythms.
So, the crucial point here is this. Our daily choices are constantly creating the conditions for our nightly cleanup crew to either succeed or fail. It's all about syncing our lifestyle with our biology.
And this timeline just shows how our choices create this ripple effect. Getting some sunlight first thing in the morning, that anchors your whole body clock for the day. That afternoon coffee you love, well, it's blocking your sleep signals for up to 8 hours. A really heavy meal late at night can interfere with those critical repair hormones. And yeah, alcohol and screens before bed can literally fragment your sleep cycles, stopping the cleanup crew from doing its job right.
So how can you actually put this into practice? It's simpler than it sounds. Try protecting the last 90 minutes before bed. Dim the lights. Get off the screens. Schedule a short pause into your midday, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Pick just one habit that might be disrupting your rest, like that 4 p.m. espresso, and try adjusting it. And finally, maybe integrate a simple ritual like journaling to signal to your body and mind that it's time to reset.
And it's important to give credit where it's due. This whole integrated framework, this idea of balancing our energy by aligning our lifestyle with our biology, this is a field known as lifestyleopathy, which was founded by Dr. Jawad Alzeer.
So, what's the big take-home message from all of this? Protecting your rest isn't a luxury. It's absolutely non-negotiable. You are protecting the fundamental rhythm that clears out the old, rebuilds the new, and sustains your energy, your clarity, and your resilience day in and day out.
I really want to leave you with this final thought from the source material because it just captures this new perspective so perfectly. Rest is not the absence of activity, but the hidden work of renewal, where entropy is cleared, potential is rebuilt, and life regains its rhythm. It's not about stopping, it's about restoring.